What's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to the channel. And today we have two devices that I want to talk about today. First, we have the Oukitel C17 Pro and the Rokit IO 3D Pro. Both of these devices are almost the exact same price, $149. And as far as the overall design of both of these devices, you are getting plastic back, which is a polycarbonate material, which is going to be pretty hard and pretty resilient. It will be susceptible to some scratches, so you might want to put a case on there most of the time, but overall there's not really many issues with it. Now, both of these devices share a lot of different things in common. As far as the processors, you're getting IPS technology, about 271 pixels per inch on the Oukitel C17 Pro, and it looks to be a little bit more pixels on this 1080 panel, which is going to be giving you 3D capability when you use it with the 3D app that they have on here, with also a 3D camera. So you're getting the 3D app, 3D camera, which is like the gallery, and you can see the cameras right here. But they give you that 3D camera, which gives you the ability to take pictures, which give a three-dimensional feel to it. So if I could just take a picture of this, ability to change the photo from 3D to 2D, and you can see right here it's listed as a 920 x 2160 photo. But when it comes to the cameras on these things, you're getting a 13 megapixel on the rear with a 2 megapixel depth sensor on the Rokit. This is a 13 megapixel right here at the top, and they both have 8 megapixel cameras on the front. So to talk about these cameras in a little bit more detail, we have a 5, a 2, and a 2 megapixel. These are both these cameras right here below the 13 megapixel don't have any function to them, so they're basically just there for design and looks. But overall, both these devices do perform really good. You'll be able to play like some pretty decent games on these. What's also similar is that they have similar batteries. So this is a 3,900 milliamp hour battery, basically a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. This is 3,850, which is basically 4,000 as well. So they have the same processor, pretty similar performance as well. Both have really good cameras. The Rokit might have a better rear camera than the Oukitel, whereas the Oukitel may have a better front-facing camera. So let me just take a selfie. Okay, that should be much better. They both look really good, but the colors are completely different, the color palettes. So let me know which one you actually prefer on the front-facing camera. Both are not too bad in my opinion. Let me just move this one over so you can see. Alright, now so we've seen the selfie quality. Now let's take a look at the rear-facing cameras. 13 megapixel cameras. The front-facing ones were 8 megapixels. So we're just gonna switch the cameras over to the rear one and just take a quick photo of both of these things. Okay, let's take a look at these. Wow, that looks really good on the Oukitel right there, the Oukitel. Looks a little bit better on the Rokit for some reason. There's less noise, and the color science is a little bit more accurate on the Rokit. But let me know what you guys think compared to these two pictures taken on the 13 megapixel cameras for both phones. I've actually used both of these phones as daily drivers, and to my surprise, they're both really smooth when it comes to just using them. Like overall, I didn't run into any issues with like, terrible performance or anything like that for the price of $150. This is pretty much what I expected as far as performance wise, but they're both doing a really good job as far as let's see, reinstall Google Play. Oh, they got a new version out. But I didn't have any issues with either of these things when it came to gaming or watching movies. Let me see, cancel, buy, back. But what I can say is that they do a phenomenal job of battery performance. You're going to get all day battery life with both 4,000 milliamp hour batteries, which is really cool. So they also do both have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. So you can definitely, tap into the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network on the both of these devices, which is really cool. But let's just connect to Wi-Fi so this can go a lot quicker. Oh, there we go. Now both of these devices do have Android 9 on board, so they're really customizable. Don't think they're gonna get Android 10 right now, but Android 9 is pretty much exactly like Android 10 with the exception of the gestures that they do implement, like the iPhones. But besides those full gestures, everything is pretty much gonna be comparable as far as like overall performance and stuff like that. So either one of these things you won't be disappointed with. And we do have an update right here, February 2020 patch for my Rokit phone, which is actually really cool. So that's actually downloading right now. You can see that right there at the top. So they're taking care of this thing. They're giving it some good updates, and it went from Android 8.0 to Android 9 like last month. I updated it. So they're doing a really good job with keeping up with this device. So honestly, I could say that both of these things actually run really well when it comes to we're just gonna wait for that to download, but they both run really well when it comes to like overall performance of like games and stuff like that, and just getting a lot of stuff done as far as like social media and all that kind of stuff. But it's really responsive as far as what you need to do here. And wow, let me see. But you could see both phones, I like using them both as my daily drivers. This one has that punch hole at the top, and you can see in this game it doesn't utilize the punch hole right here in this game, but there's other games where I've seen them utilize it in app. So let me just see. And this game is actually really smooth. You should check this one out. It's called Highway Racing. But yeah, overall, both of these phones are really cool. If you like movies and stuff like that, then the Rokit IO Pro might be a little bit better, because you could watch 3D movies with that thing, which is really crazy. No other phone that I know besides like the Red Hydrogen has that feature, the 3D feature for hologram. Well, not holograms, but like the screen basically comes out at you while you're watching movies and stuff like that, which is really cool. Oh snap, I was trying to drive into the you can't go that way. But yeah, as you can see, they have really good performance. Let's test this one out a little bit more. But I can't really complain in any way possible with these things, especially for $149. You're getting the bottom facing speaker on both of these things. With this one doesn't have a headphone jack, but it has a sensor here for the camera module, so it's gonna detect the lighting and stuff like that for the camera. And this one does have a headphone jack at the top, so if you're looking for a headphone jack, the IO Pro 3D might be a better option for that. but they both game really well. You can play Modern Warfare and PUBG on both of these things, no issues whatsoever with that P22 6763 processor on both. So they share the same processor, pretty much have the same battery size as well. The Oukitel C17 Pro will be a little bit larger with the 6.4 versus the 6.0 inches, but overall you're not really losing any screen real estate at all. As you can see right here, everything's really nice. You're getting that nice bottom area where the chin is, and also the forehead look even, so it's symmetrical. It doesn't it's not gonna annoy you or anything like that. But overall, you can be able to play your games, watch your videos. This one has a 1080 panel, so it's a little bit more sharper than the Oukitel C17 Pro, but honestly, you can't really tell the difference nowadays. These screens are just so good. But let me know what you guys think about both of these things. Honestly, think both are really good for the price, and appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you do have a great morning, afternoon, evening, but depending on where you are, make sure you have a great night, and I'll check you guys later. But in the meantime, make sure you hit the bell icon so you can get locked in for more videos just like this and join the crew. I appreciate every last one of you, but I'll check you guys later. Have a great night. Later, crew. Peace.